Welcome to Scout Farm. Just going to do a little walk through because it's a gorgeous sunny day. I'm at Devonshire Road West, Liverpool 8, Toxteth, and the street I'm going to walk down now, I might as well film it because there's so many older houses. It's like stepping back in time. And this is the border of the Welsh streets area. You can see the way the houses are being redeveloped, and I have filmed the rest of the Welsh streets before on a previous video for the channel, and they are all down that way. All these ones off the side streets are the Welsh streets, and it's nice to see they're still doing a bit more work. So we've got another building getting built there. You can see the steel framework and the block and the insulation between the two sides of the block, which is good. So we're getting another couple of houses there, and this old eyesore is obviously getting redeveloped because it was in auction recently and the scaffold's up, so hopefully that gets brought back into some form of use very soon. And over the road we've got the Queen's Arms, which has just been redeveloped. I thought they were turning it into flats, but it looks like it's just been redeveloped and it's continuing as a pub, which is brilliant because so many pubs in this area have just disappeared. They've been turned into flats, and that church building is fantastic, and that has been converted into flats, so you'll get to see around the front of that in a minute. But I want to walk you over the road to show you these lovely old, I'd say Georgian, or at least some around here are Georgian, some are Victorian, so they are mixed. But just wait till you see the one in the middle has just been left to rot, which is unusual. But you can imagine how much these are when they're all done up. They are absolutely beautiful buildings, and they're very close to Prince's Park, so they are former wealthy merchant houses. But just look at that one. It's just water's been running down it for that long. It's in terrible condition. And hopefully that gets rectified soon, because that's not good for the rest of the buildings either side, for the left and the right. And then I'll walk you down now and take you down Devonshire Road, because I'm at the border of Prince's Park, but there's a plaque on one of the houses on Devonshire Road, which is supposed to be a famous poet, a Welsh poet, which would fit in very nicely with the Welsh streets. And I think one of them was a poet and his brother was an MP for Liverpool, and they both lived in this house that I'm going to take you to soon. But some of the houses, when you get round the corner now, wait till you see some of these. They're so different, and that's what I love. And I remember when I lived in Germany, when I was based in Germany, loads of the villages, the houses weren't the same. So you can walk down the street and there's so many different variety of houses and building and construction styles that it just looked better on the eye. It just made you feel like you were in a better place. But when you get all the identikit terraced houses and these new, well, they call them detached houses, but you can like spread your arm out and touch the house next door. So I think it's a bit of a stretch to call them detached houses, and there's like less than an entryway between your house and the one next door. A detached house to me suggests it's on its own and it's got land either side of it to the front and to the rear. But they don't really build them like that now because they want to squeeze as many as possible into such a short space. And these are privately owned, a lot of these on the front. I've spoke to a few of the people who live in them just while I've been walking around doing things for work, and they are very expensive to maintain. Once they start going into any form of disrepair, it costs a hell of a lot of money to get them back in action, because as you can imagine, just to get the scaffold up to the top to even address something like this, as you can see to the right of the window boxes there, once the plaster and the render keeps falling off, you're into a big job and you don't know what else you're going to uncover when you get up there. But some of these houses, particularly on this side, are unbelievable. On this side of the road, absolutely fantastic. And like I mentioned then about when I was over in Germany, you've got so many different styles of houses on this one road, and all of them, when built, would have been phenomenal to look at. and some of them still are, particularly the ones that are maintained. So let's walk down, and we're not far away from the house with the plaque on, apparently. I think it's just up here on the left, one of these. It's weird where you see the doors set back, the steps up to the doors, the way it's set back. You don't often see that with houses. And another case in point there of the issues with maintenance on old properties like this. But when they are maintained, I mean, this one has been converted into a commercial premises, but just look how beautiful that is. It's fantastic. And that's obviously well maintained from the exterior, at least, based on what I can see from over this side of the road. They've done some sort of conversion, because you can see you've got the Velux style windows in the top, and then this one looks like a fairy castle turret at the top there. You certainly don't see them getting built now. Well, not in cities anyway. And this one you're about to see now has got a little coat of arms above it, and a tree about to fall on it by the look of it. You see that tree there? That must have took the knock in one of the recent storms. But this, you've got a lion or something, some sort of cat, a skinny lion, if you can see, because the sun's shining down on the camera. Like that. Do you like that? Even gone as far as to identify the ribs on the animal. Just something you don't see every day. And now I'm going to show you whoever this famous Welsh poet was. Because this is the property in question. And I'm sure someone in the comments will know. I've not researched this at all, so I'm just going to zoom in on that plaque, and then I imagine someone will know who this, these individuals are. Let's see if I can highlight it and read it. So we've got John Glyn Davies, George M.L.L. Davies, and John is apparently a scholar and a poet, and his brother George was a member of Parliament and pacifist. And we could do with a few more pacifists to stop all the old bombs getting dropped here, there and everywhere. And that is a plaque to show where those individuals lived at one point in time, whoever they were. They are stunning buildings. This one looks to be in quite good condition compared to some of the others on the street, so that's nice to see. And then straight away next door you've got similar style, but they've got no render on, so you're still seeing the original brickwork and the sandstone or the stone above the windows, which I prefer. I quite like that. I don't like the render on the outside because it's difficult to maintain. And look at some of these houses on that side. These are brilliant. The size of the chimneys, you've got all of the brickwork going up. The chimney stacks are massive, protruding above the top of the roof section. And without getting in people's faces in, you've got another different style of building next door, which is also fantastic. And then moving down, we're getting to the end of the road where I've recently filmed round the back we've got Windermere Terrace, which I filmed, and then we've got Sunnyside, which is just here, and I filmed that on one of the recent videos I've done on the channel. And then on this side I've had the job in this block in the past. I've done a survey in there in the past, and that has been split into quite a few flats. So when it was originally built it was one large house, but they've fit, I think there's about 12 or something flats in there now. It's mad how much they've carved it up into smaller units. and I'll take you over the other side and see if we can zoom in on the corner of Sunnyside. Always have to be wary walking over these main roads when you're getting distracted looking through the camera. And this is another phenomenal, gorgeous building, and I've spoken to one of the residents here before when they were chopping up the wood. You can see there's some wood for some of the log burners. There's a few trees fell down, got blown down in this area during that storm Ewan or Owen or whatever it was called, and the one before that. And then here we've got another unbelievable building there with a lamp that looks like it's a bit drunk. And then that is the start of Sunnyside, I believe, so I'll just walk you through. Yeah, this is the corner of Sunnyside. These are beautiful. And then out the back, if you do live in there and you live in the back flats, you're looking direct out onto the rear of Prince's Park, which is just a fantastic little park in this area. And you can hear all the parakeets chirping away in the trees, because there's quite a few of those bright green and yellow parakeets flying about here, which I've clocked a few times, and I've actually got them on camera, although it was a quite cloudy day, so you couldn't make out the colours of them very well. But look at them. Be nice if you could build things like this now. Well, we could if we wanted, but the old cost of getting the construction done comes into play when it's so much easier to build those things that look like they've been 3D printed, which are called modern houses. And they're very depressing to me to see, because there's no beauty to them whatsoever. Even when they try and replicate some of the older building styles, it just doesn't look right. It looks so artificial, and I think it's only small builders, that's not small like small, I mean builders who are more like family orientated and want to build 10 to 20 units or something, they can put a bit more effort in. But like your big building companies, they just seem to just pick a plan and then that'll do. But there's a J. You don't see them often. There is a J. I think it's called a blue Jay. Let's try and zoom in. You do not see them often wherever it's gone. Where is it? There. There he is. Say hello, mate. That is a J. I haven't seen one of them for a while. See if I can keep it in focus. Yeah, you're getting a good look at him now. And there's another one. Little wonderful distraction there. I think the blue jays, they're a jay of some description anyway. And now we're getting down towards where you can see that lady, and then the yellow sign above the lady there, that's Mandela Court, and that was the video I filmed. So if you've not seen it, I filmed that wonderful building there, and I walk up into Sunnyside. So for the purpose of this video, I shall leave it here, because I'm walking over old ground if I go down that way. And it is an absolutely fantastic day. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope it's sunny and blue skies where you are. Have yourselves a great day. And Scouse Farm, we'll see you all again soon.